we're fucked. We're fucked. Look, y'all saw what happened to Dave. Look what Will Smith did. It's not just what Will Smith started. Look what Jada started. Look what Jada started, bruh. Now we got like the goats of comedy having to worry about being attacked by a normie, bruh. Look what they started, bruh. Hold on for a sec, man. I'm gonna save this video, but I'm going to save this video. But I'll say this: y'all saw what happened to the attack on Dave Chappelle on stage, right? I want to show you a prop when that happened. It's like all the comedians, most of the comedians obviously had Chris Rock's back, but they didn't really. It's like they didn't want to damn Will Smith or Jada because they were just so upset of it's because we have this thing where it's like, okay, it's all about networking, so we try to say certain things so we don't step on somebody else's foot, or I'm gonna get fired off this spot, or I don't want to step on this guy's foot, or because I don't want to do this. It's like it's really few people that really went up there and just like, yo, what the hell did you just do? You know what I mean? Shannon Sharp was kept it real. There was probably a couple other people kept it real, but look, I want to show you Tom Segura. It's a comedian. I've heard of him at the time. I've never really watched his stand up, but I loved this response, and it should have been the response that everybody should have had just right off the get go. Let's see this. Fair use.
Businessman,
fair use.
Incredible podcast host, unbelievable stand-up comedian, friend of the show, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Segura.
Yeah! What's up, guys?
Where are you at? New York?
I'm in New York. I'm wearing this hat because my alopecia's acting up.
Jesus.
So right off the gate, you already start swinging. Now, this is where this is where everything has to come into question. People were given excuses because they were acting like Jada had cancer or some shit. I'm like, so alopecia is just basically it's a form of baldness. That's the worst of it. You lose your hair, which is obviously it's a big deal for women, but I'm like, so yeah, men go through that all the time when they be going bald. That's like the standard of like when men start going in at each other. That's like the standard thing. You go after people's hairline, you go after them going bald. That's just standard in terms of just male joking with each other. So now that's where we say, somebody's got to be treated fairly here. Somebody's like, equality. Is it really equality? Is it? And they went for the lightest thing that they could, and Jada still got mad and manipulated Will to go on stage and do what he did, ruin Will Smith's whole legacy because you can't handle a bald joke, and then turn around talking about, why don't men ever tell me the truth? No, we can't. We can't even joke. Now let's go back on here.
Okay, Tom, I'm happy you're joining us because I've been seeing you on the internet. Has this become a thing, huh? Is this what Will Smith did, do you feel like was an attack on all comedians and maybe setting a precedent for what you can do, or jokes being not accepted in the right way?
Fuck that cuck. Let me tell you this, man.
All right.
The idea that you're entitled to ask things because your feelings are hurt. You get to assault one of the all-time greats because you fucking feel, and then the cowards, the spineless cowards that are in Hollywood, in comedy. We have a list going of these fucking guys. Anybody who did not stand up and say some shit for Chris Rock, we're going to ruin your fucking life. I just want you to know that.
How come? Do you feel like that was an attack on all of comedy there?
It's what it is that it's a display of entitlement. It's a very powerful, very wealthy.
You know, this people at the time were saying, "Man, Tom Segura was being extreme." No, he was not, because ever since that incident, it started being the attacks on comedians on stage started being more prevalent. I started seeing things on the Daily Mail. You start seeing things on CNN. Another comedian gets attacked on stage by a normie, and another one gets attacked by a normie. Now, this is Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock's joint thing, and some dude, whatever that was, comes on the stage and just thinks that they think this is cool. So this is going to be like a normal thing now. People coming on stage attacking comics. This is why he went hard. Like, that's why Tom Segura went hard in the paint, because, you know, like I said, people only think about themselves and what's going to benefit them. At the end of the day, if you don't stick up for what it is, it's going to end up affecting you, or it's going to end up affecting somebody that you know. Shit, hell, it could start affecting musicians. Imagine if you're a musician and you start playing something and you just want to give a little commentary on the side while you're playing. You know how Jamie Foxx does his thing. And now somebody feels like, oh, you talking about my wife. Or you talking about blah so and so, blah blah blah, my sister, my brother, all this nonsense. And then now somebody gets to go on the stage and attack you while you playing your keyboard or playing your guitar. Come on, guys. Like, this is why you gotta go. This is why when that happened, it should have been like automatic. It's like it took way too long for people to be like, okay, Will Smith needs to actually get punished. You know what I mean? Or it's not even that. It's just like it's not even about the punishment, because he did end up getting punished. But it's just like the people that actually, it was like so many people that were talking about this was a good example of black love and stuff. I was like, what? What the hell is wrong with y'all, man? What how was this okay? Because I'm already thinking, if people gonna do that to Chris Rock, some dude could just literally just walk up on stage and smack a person. I'm like, this is what we doing now? We attack comedians. Okay, let's keep going.
Influential star who just decided, yeah, I didn't like that. I'm going to smack you. And then gets to sit down, collect his award, get a round of applause, enjoy his night. It's insane. It's like a gross exaggeration of, you see it all the time. I mean, you see entitlement everywhere. And that was on full display for the world to see. I have fucking zero respect for that bitch. And I feel like more people need to come out and say it. It's unacceptable.
Tom, what do you think Chris Rock was going to say? He held himself back. I feel like he was very composed. It looked like he had something
stunned. He was
up.
stunned. He was stunned. He's a professional. He was stunned. He actually, you could tell when Will walks up that he's like, oh, this is gonna be a funny bit. You're gonna do something hilarious right now, and he gets smacked and he just doesn't even know.
Tom,
what to do.
Imagine if he walks up to him, puts his arm around him, and like they start like doing like something like that could have happened there, right? I mean, there could have been a funny bit that could have continued in that whole thing.
Clearly, that's what he thinks is gonna happen. He clearly thinks that's gonna happen, and it's amazing that he could even recover and move on. I mean, it's look, dude, it's wild that guy is getting away with that, and I just, it's just entitlement. I mean, it reminds me, I used to live in LA, and you'd be like on Beverly or Rodeo, and you see these people in like Bentleys double park or be like in the handicap zone.
Great analogy.
And then a parking enforcement person would be like, hey, you can't park here. And then the person in the Bentley goes, yeah, there's no spaces. And you're like, yeah, fuckface, that's what happens. Like, go find a place to park. And sometimes the person would get intimidated and be like, okay. And
Yeah,
then sometimes
I've
they'd
seen
be
that
like, I don't
happen.
give a fuck. Here's your
I've seen
ticket.
that happen.
And that's what Will Smith needs. He needs a big old fucking parking ticket. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. So this is the reason why I showed this video, because now this happened to Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle. You've been having all these people trying to cancel him for no reason. For I don't know how long now. Now people done gotten bold enough. People think this is just gonna happen in comedy. This is gonna happen in real life. People just gonna start attacking people on stage for real, without no repercussions really. People gonna think it's okay. This is gonna be a normal thing, and that's why I it's still like me. I kept track of all the ladies, all the dudes that was talking about. Oh, he defended Milady. He defended her aunt. No, 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 no. This is not okay, bruh. This is like you. Like I don't understand why people have to like wait till it happens to them for it to be like, oh nah, this is shit. This is not gonna be good. You gotta like now with Chappelle getting attacked on stage. I'm not even gonna show the video. I don't want this to be a normal thing. This is why I had to show this, because I remember people were saying that Tom Segura was going hard in the paint in Twitter. He was being accused of being racist and all this stuff just because he called out bad behavior. Like this is like how? But yeah, shout out to Tom Segura for going hard in the paint, not worrying about, oh man, Will Smith not finna do a movie with me, or Jada not finna, that's really what it's all about. That's why people are afraid to call out bad behavior. It's not because of what's right and what's wrong. It's just everybody knows is that it's not about what you know, it's who you know, and most people are average. So people are gonna literally need their networking to just get by in life, because you can't go nowhere without no cosign. So that's what this has been, and because people were not proactive enough, it's gonna be a regular occurrence. If somebody sings something you don't like, it's not gonna be just comedy. It's gonna be in everything. So if you are a performer on stage, right, or if you're doing theater, somebody says something you don't like, somebody you sing a song that somebody doesn't like, people are gonna think it's just okay to start. I remember, T.I. took the mic and started doing his thing. That one was funny though. That one was funny, like cause Ti is funny. Like him trying to defend himself was funny. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's this is weird times. If you are a performer, not just comedian, this is to all performers, pastors, all of those people. If you are a person that gets live and do shit, if you a politician, watch out, because like it seems like there used to be like security that punishes stuff like that. Like in soccer, it happens frequently, but they basically do it where if an invader goes on a pitch and does something, you automatically get put in jail. And not only that, they don't even show you on TV no more. You know what I mean? So for Will Smith to not even get reprimanded, and people were kind of afraid to call him out on it, and we already know why people were kind of afraid to call him out on it, or with Jay or Jada's manipulative ass, is because what if I get in a movie with Will Smith? What if I, and that's really all it is. People are just not. That's why when people talk about doing the right thing, I'm like, Even when I was a kid, I used to be, I'm like, are you gonna do it with your friends? Because I don't know. I just seen too many teachers. Like growing up, I used to see like people in high authorities covering each other's ass so many times. Cops, teachers, you know what I mean? The supposed respectable people of society. So I never really expected it from the normies. So this is why stuff like this irritates me, because I already know I can easily see myself in that position if I'm playing the piano, and now I do like now say if I want to do like a Trey Songz song, right? And somebody has a problem with it. Now I have this random dude at my ass on the stage while I'm playing the song. Making love faces. Doing one of those things, right? Now I got to worry about somebody coming up in there while I'm playing the damn piano. Because I'm playing somebody you don't like. It's not just going to be in comedy. This is going to happen across all things. And people are bold enough to attack Dave Chappelle. And the kind of security he got, they don't play. They got I know Chappelle don't play about his security with his comedy shows. So if whatever that thing was that ran across stage, if he got bold enough to do that there, nobody's really safe. I hope you guys know that. Nobody's immune from this. If you are a performer, you are not immune from this happening to you. And nobody's really going to have your back when it happens. Just letting you know. Just letting you